should be live.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can see us out there in YouTube land. Facebook we're not connecting with right now, but we like YouTube anyway. So for all you folks out there on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to the channel so you get to see when we go live. Sorry about the delays. We had some technical issues, but we are coming back from a very special trip to Nashville, and this being a Mandolin Mondays day, it's perfectly fitting to explain what this is. We've had our biggest top secret project ever going on right now, and if you guys are familiar with Gibson mandolins, you probably have seen the Hall of Fame Monroe mandolin edition that David Harvey has been making. It basically is a replica of the Bill Monroe mandolin that's in the Country Music Hall of Fame. It's the one after all the abuse and completely getting destroyed and then put back together by the Gibson team and Charlie Darrington down there. A really cool project that he came up with. We put one of those mandolins on order. We played, first, before we were even a Gibson dealer, we got to play one of these at the NAMM show in like 2019, 2018, somewhere around there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm moving people over. By the way, before we get into all the nitty gritty here, first and foremost, there's another live going on. I'm telling the other people on the other one, there's like 14 people waiting in there for a lobby that nobody's at right now. So we're waiting for them to pop over here. They're coming on over here just right now. And yes, this is a very special unboxing. If you're watching right now, make sure to tell us where you're watching from. As always, we have Janelle right now monitoring all these. She's going to let us know about all your questions, all of the stuff that's going on. And I apologize, we just had a crazy deal. Here's the deal. Jeremy and Jason and Hinckley were in Nashville all weekend.
I'll get to
well,
that.
I'm going to tell what's going on. They got home at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock this morning. Jeremy came to work. Jason's too lazy, and Hinckley's even more lazy. It's going to take her at least 48 hours to be able to do anything.
Because I'm going on vacation.
She's going to eat so many Nerds clusters and Taco Bell today. It's going to be crazy.
And to do.
Anyway, so we had issues trying to figure out all the equipment that they left behind. We're getting it back open and running. It's there. So anyway, say hi if you're on the deal right now.
Welcome to Mandolin Mondays unboxing, special unboxing day. Anyway, we got to play the original prototype Bill Monroe mandolin, Hall of Fame mandolin that was built at NAMM show. And I was like, man, that's an incredible mandolin. If we become a Gibson dealer, we have got to put one of those on order. We put one on order mid-2020, and then finally that mandolin got into production in 2023. And me and John were talking. John's like, you know, that's coming up on the 100th anniversary of the July 9, the world famous Bill Monroe mandolin. Lloyd Lohr signed July 9, 1923. It's going to be the 100th anniversary on July 9, 2023.
I said, I got this idea. Let's see what Gibson can do.
So it took a lot. It took a lot of arm twisting and going back and forth. But David Harvey down there really helped us out. We said hold ours, even though ours was in production, said to hold completing ours until July 9th, sign ours July 9, 2023, the 100th anniversary, 100th birthday of Bill Monroe's mandolin. And he did it, and we decided if you're going to do that, we're going to make a whole video go with it. So Jason, Hinckley, and I, we went out to Nashville. We started at the Country Music Hall of Fame. We got to see the original Bill Monroe mandolin that's in the Hall of Fame. We went over to Gruen Guitars, and we spent a good hour and a half talking with George Gruen about the history of Bill Monroe's mandolin, the F5, and what an impact that had on bluegrass music. And Bill Monroe, he let me play like 3 Lloyd Lohr mandolins that he had upstairs and some Lloyd Lohr guitars. It was just a blast. So we got to do that. Then David Harvey got us into the Gibson garage, into the vault. So into the secret vault in the back. They like push this little button, and a bookcase opens up, and inside there they got $1 million guitars and a Lloyd Lohr mandolin that Gibson owns from 1923, July 9, 1923, also celebrating its 100th birthday. And David delivered this to us. We got to sit down and talk about it. And then Rhonda Vincent, we got talking to Rhonda. She was going to play the Opry on July 9th. That was yesterday. And she says, bring that mandolin by. I brought it to the Opry. We did some video backstage talking to Rhonda about the history of the mandolin. And then she said, can I play this on the Opry tonight? So this mandolin
on the 100th anniversary.
Its very first debut performance ever was on the Grand Ole Opry on the 100th birthday of Bill Monroe's mandolin. And I've got to show this to you. Just the case. You can see
this is a reproduction of Bill's case. Bill's was actually wrapped in leather. This is synthetic leather, but this is the way the Hall of Fame mandolins are, and it looks just like his does.
They even antiqued the buckles on this, so it looks like
handle,
Bill's mandolin.
Everything.
And then look inside this thing. David did a phenomenal job. If you guys have not seen the mandolin that's hanging in the Hall of Fame, it looks beat up. And it was the mandolin that got abused. I wrote a blog recently, if you haven't checked that out, about Bill Monroe's mandolin. but it had a vandal that broke into his cabin, busted it with a fire poker into a million pieces. It was put back together by Gibson, but it had little parts that were missing. So David reproduced those almost identically.
Look at the back, the wear and tear.
I forgot to mention, we also went to Roseland, Kentucky.
Yep.
Went to Bill Monroe, the Monroe family homestead.
They had a busy Sunday.
Yeah, I got to play on that, the front porch of that. Then we went to his last home in Nashville, played on that front porch. Just a great weekend. Went to the Bluegrass Museum, got to see the original headstock they called the Madmon, where he scraped off the Gibson from the headstock. The Bluegrass Museum in Owensboro, Kentucky has that headstock veneer in the museum, so we got to see that. But yeah, just look at, we're going to do a big feature on this, but he matched it almost identically to the abuse.
The scratches. I love this, the tape mark from the set list stuff that was put on there. Just every bit of wear and tear and detail that would be in there. And they made quite a few of these. There's only actually 10
of them
builds.
have been made. This is actually number 8, but it says right inside it, the 100th anniversary, July 9, 2023. So this is the one and only of all those reproductions that is the 100th anniversary mandolin. And what a phenomenal sounding instrument.
Signed and dated. You can also see it on the inside of the tag, but signed and dated 7/9/2023, July 9, 2023, 100 years to the date. This is the Hall of Fame number, and then like I said, Jeremy said, on the or it says it here too, 100th anniversary model. So this is exactly 100 years to the date.
The one and only. He even included a rattlesnake rattle, which if you guys aren't familiar with that, a lot of the old-time fiddlers would put one of those in their fiddle. Monroe had one of them in his mandolin. David wrote on the back of that, he said it was to keep the devil out of the box.
That's right.
But this again, it says right here, July 9th, 2023, 100th anniversary. Very cool project. So thankful to Gibson guys for working with us on this. And George Gruen, the Bluegrass Museum, for letting us in there, and
Country Music Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. It was just a whirlwind weekend. We finished there. C.J. Lewandowski did a big thing at the Station Inn last night. There was a lot of July 9 mandolins there celebrating their 100th birthday.
Do I get to play it?
So it was a very cool night. But yeah, you'll enjoy this.
How much did Rhonda mess it up?
Oh,
That's
she
what
played
I want to know.
She played 3 songs on the Opry with it. They even put like drilled the hole for where the pickguard was on Monroe's mandolin in the side here.
Hinckley's calling me right now. Sorry.
There.
Where the pickguard was originally. This is, like I said, this is exactly the way his was. And it also has a Bill Monroe signed label. I don't know if you can see that in there.
I forgot to mention that Bill Monroe had signed a bunch of these labels when they were making a Bill Monroe model in the late 90s. Before he had passed away, he signed a bunch of labels. They found a bunch of those labels, and those are in all these Hall of Fame mandolins. So now we have a question.
Yeah, we have some people asking if we're selling it or keeping it.
We plan on keeping this.
We plan on keeping it. Catch us when we're broke, guys. That may change.
It's too special of a mandolin, a one-of-a-kind thing. We're going to put it in the shop on display. We're having one of the displays in there. And we're going to make a really great documentary about Bill Monroe's mandolin, its 100 years of history, what it meant to bluegrass, and also just American music in general was so influenced by Bill Monroe finding that mandolin and the music he created with it. Great conversations with George Gruen talking about the difference between this mandolin, what it made in his playing once he got it in his hands, versus F7. I'm sure we're going to release some. We've got tons of photos, a bunch of preview stuff to show of the trip.
So there you go. It even has.
Asking what you wanted.
Hinckley was. They can't figure out how to use all the stuff, Hinckley. That's why they got it halfway on YouTube now, but no Facebook. Trent screwed it all up. I'm going to blame Trent.
Oh, don't
blame
Trent.
I'm just kidding.
No, we're live now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we got it.
And Hinckley, answer your phone next time.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you where we're going to kind of display it. We're going to actually probably put the case along with it. And for as of right now, people can come in and come see it. Might even let you be able to check it out and pull it out and take a look. But we're going to put it in this prominent spot right here. It is pretty awesome.
They even did a replica tag. That was the original hang tag in 1923 when they had these for sale. Except this one again says the 100th anniversary. But they reproduced that, the sale tag. I'll put a mandolin one, but I guess that'll hold.
That'll hold pretty well.
Even the strap.
Reproduction of the shoelace style leather strap that's on there. So there you go. Super cool project. We've been trying to keep this under wraps.
Yeah, we weren't sure it was all going to come together to the last minute.
But this is started, I think, actually, when we started talking to Gibson about this was actually in June of last year, and trying to figure out this this whole project. And it's kind of funny that it actually ended up working out. We were kind of working with various people throughout Gibson. Obviously, Dave was part of this team too, but we did spend a lot of time just trying to figure out how can we make this go. And yeah, so now we have the one and only signed July 9 Mandolin 2023. Exactly 100 years from Monroe's, which I think is super, super cool. I know the number one was in 2019, and it was July 9 of 2019.
And this was because ours was already in production. They go by when you order them, when they start building them. So this one was in production. Number 9 and number 10 got released and sold before we got our number 8.
We held it. We told them stop production of it until we can get it done.
And that was, you know, I think there was 23 or 30 July 9 mandolins that they know of out there. Yeah. So the same thing, and George Gruen was talking about that, says, you know, he didn't make all or finish those all on July 9. They kind of signed them in a batch, and they said, this is our July 9 batch. So this was the July 9 batch. And they held it off for us and dated it for that date.
I wouldn't even doubt that there were mandolins that they found. This was common for Gibson to actually have instruments that they go back and go, oh, wait, we got this one too. Let's put this one in this batch.
George showed me a really cool one. One of the Lloyd Lawyers, they showed me, I think it was a March 31st, 2023, but it had appointments from the 2022, which was like the 3-piece neck, a different tuners on the top, and different binding on it. So he's like, this has got some things from 23 and some things from 22, but it's dated 23. So, you know, it's that same thing. And the thing is, the mandolin serial numbers on both sides of it were 23 all throughout. Mm-hmm. So this one mandolin in the middle of it was kind of an oddball. So exactly what you're saying, they grabbed a mandolin and said, put the 23 date on it.
Happened with the banjos, happened with all those. It was all parts. So, any other questions out there besides, hey, again, how many people are you guys watching from? I know. I'm super excited about this.
Yeah. Tex Haynes is asking, are you going to be keeping Mandolin Monday, especially after Jeremy's book comes out?
I'm sure we will be keeping Mandolin Monday because they both start with M's.
What are we going to call it? Madagascar Mondays. Let's do. No, we're not going to do that. And that's where we all sit around and watch.
Mariachi Mondays.
No, I think Madagascar Monday. We all sit around and watch the animated classic Madagascar.
I like to move it.
Hey, do you like to move it? Move it. Move it. All right.
Anyway, yeah, we will be keeping that text, and no update yet on the book. I'm in a holding pattern, but they did tell me it's going to be probably the fall to winter before they even get to the editing process.
I will say this, if you're not following the channel yet, you need to do so. There are so many super cool projects that are coming up here. I mean, this year is the 10th anniversary of the Acoustic Shoppe. And we have some limited edition guitars coming, mandolins that are coming in the future from a lot of manufacturers. I know very shortly, we've kind of talked about this, the most upcoming one that will be here shortly is the new Bedell custom exclusive series of guitars. Now those aren't just, you know, limited. We're going to be the only ones that carry that, but that will be a continued series that they have agreed to do exclusively for us. And there's a super, super secret, top secret project coming out from Eastman that we're hoping to have at the end of this year that I am absolutely ecstatic about. 10th
we don't do things the easy way. Like we could just be a store that just orders from the catalog and just gets the stuff. But what's the fun in that?
No, I don't have fun.
For you guys, our followers, you enjoy something that's unique, one of a kind. So you understand this. This project was, like I said, a year in the works. And then this last weekend was exhausting. I think we did 8 different locations that we filmed at. And they were all over Kentucky, Rosine, Owensboro, Nashville, outside of Nashville, We were just everywhere, the Grand Ole Opry backstage, and it was exhausting, but totally worth it. The video is going to be awesome. The footage they got is incredible. The interviews, I mean, we just dropped in with George. He just talked for hours. Like, we got so much stuff out of him. I'm going to try to do that again. That was a blast.
Sweet.
But these projects, you know, they're a lot of work, but they're what keep us excited. And I'm sure it's what keeps our watchers excited, too. So thank you guys for following. Make sure you do subscribe, because some of that stuff we'll be releasing to our followers before anybody else.
Yeah, there you go. Any other questions before we get out of here?
We got Rocky Northern saying, well, you've just kind of killed my special mandolins coming in now. Going to be kind of hard to top this one.
It is kind of super special.
Last night I was at the station inn because CJ Lewandowski and the Poe Ramblin' Boys were playing, but it was a July 9, 100th birthday celebration. So
Because he has a July 9.
Yeah, he has a July 9. He played with me on Monroe's homestead front porch. He played his mandolin. We talked a long time. But everybody backstage was playing this and talking about what a cool project that is, how good of a replica is, and how good it sounds. But the fact that it's the one and only July 9 100-year anniversary mandolin, you know, even the people that owned the original Lloyd Lords were like, that's cool. Let me play that.
Dave said that this one's the most like the original prototype that
he was in love with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's incredible. I think this is a super cool project. Like I said, I remember in June we were driving. Actually, it was to a NAMM show where we were getting ready to head out to, where me and you had the phone call. We hopped on the phone and said, "Hey, can you guys make this happen?" And they're like, "I doubt it."
and thankfully they were so backed up. They were backed up on production, so that once ours got into 2023, we were like, "You guys can hold that a few months and make this happen," and they did, and we appreciate that so much. And then getting into the vault, I got to go in that secret vault. That was really cool.
I didn't get in there.
Jeff down there, a new marketing guy that's in charge of the entire custom shop. He was great. Like he was in love with this project and basically bent over backwards to make this happen. So thank them so much, David Harvey and Jeff, for being such great hosts. And it was an exhausting trip. And you guys, when you do the editing, you're going to be worn out, because we've got probably this was like a Ken Burns documentary. We got 10,000 hours of footage for you guys to go through and make a doc out of.
I can't wait to see that. So now we have on display what we believe to be the first original Orville Gibson mandolin. One of the very first. It could be one of the first patented one, is what is thought. And then now we have the 100th anniversary Gibson mandolin. This is from Gibson. It's called the Hall of Fame mandolin, signed on July 9th of 2023, exactly 100 years from the signing date of Bill Monroe's actual mandolin, which is just incredible. It's such a cool thing to have, and I can't wait for all of you guys to see it and check it out, because this has just been an awesome project all the way around. I can't
looks so good in that case.
It does. It looks super groovy. And then, like I said, we have the case to go along with it. And yeah, who knows? I know a lot of people are going to ask, is it for sale? Again, we're going to cover that. As of right now, it is not for sale.
Our plan is to keep it as long as we possibly can.
Yep.
So it's just there's not going to be another one of those out there ever.
Ever.
We got to wait another 100 years to do this. So
yeah.
I'm not going to be around.
And you got to see some top secret stuff of what Gibson's got coming in the future.
We got to film a very sneak peek of the brand new 1923 F5 Master Model reissue, which is going to be released from Gibson. Shush, shush. I can't release that video, but once we get the go-ahead, I got to play it, and boy, are you guys in for a treat. It is an incredible mandolin. We may be getting that very first prototype. I'm trying to twist some more arms there.
Woo!
And they even gave me this pick pouch, guys. It's another top secret thing that's going to be included with that.
Why? I didn't get one.
No,
that's
you
bull.
go on this trip and you're not a mandolin player.
Bull.
You get your guitar
bull.
stuff all the time.
That is bull. I want all the mandolin stuff too.
Well.
Janelle, anything else before we hop on out of here?
Small Business Saturday for your book?
Maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath. I'm learning that a lot of these major companies, which those guys put out a lot of books. They probably put out 50 to 60 new titles every year, if not more than that, probably more than that. And so this is in queue with all the ones that they're editing. He said it's going to be fall when they start editing, so I don't think it'll be done by winter, but we'll see. I'll keep pushing for it. It'll be great to have for small business. Maybe we'll do some pre-orders for it.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
That said, the baseball game, Bluegrass at the ballpark, is July 21st. That is a week from Friday. And again, tickets are on sale right now. Call 417-720-1223. Or you can go to our website and order your tickets there. With each ticket is going to be a ball cap and a t-shirt, commemorative t-shirt that is Bluegrass and the Cardinals. If you're a Cardinals fan, it is the coolest. It is different than last year's design. Still has a banjo, still has this one has a guitar and a banjo involved in it. It says Bluegrass in the ballpark. Has the Springfield logo, the Cardinals logo. Super cool t-shirt. And then on top of that, it's going to be fireworks night.
Exclusive to anybody that gets tickets for
nobody else get them. If you don't get them from us, you will not get that t-shirt. So anyway, we also have Christmas in July. They're going to be doing Christmas stuff as well as fireworks that night. We were going to have the Petersons are coming to sing the national anthem. We were going to have somebody from the shop doing first pitch. I did it last year. Good luck topping that. Yeah. I was awesome.
I'm going to do a curveball right into the dirt.
All right, that'll be good. And then a seventh inning stretch. We'll be doing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It will be awesome, all Bluegrass style. It is so much fun. And then there's a jam session at 6 o'clock that night that everybody that comes can be part of that. So last year we had Rhonda Vincent. She was part of the jam session with her mom. I don't know if she'll be here this time. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I know we'll have some of the Petersons there. We'll have all kinds of celebrity guests.
You're going to be gone, though, aren't you?
I'm not telling anybody that.
John's leaving town.
I am. So,
but I will be there. We're looking forward to that. It's going to be a fun night at the ballpark. My kids are looking forward to it. This is their first year that they've really gotten into baseball, so they're going to love going to the game and seeing all their cousins and getting to watch the game and some Bluegrass there.
Nachos.
T-shirts.
Guys, seriously, the Hammond's Ballpark is now the Springfield Ballpark, I think, now? Are they changing the name of it?
I think so.
I think so. Anyway, if you haven't had the loaded nachos there, that's the best ballpark food. In fact, you can now get it inside a helmet. Last time I was in for a game, it comes in a little small helmet, and you can eat your nachos out of a helmet. I think this was actually a game-worn helmet. It had sweat in it still. It was so yummy.
Anyway, guys, we were super excited about this project. It's one of those things where we had to keep it secret the whole time to make sure that we could do all this production. All these things laid out. It all came together better than we could have expected. Might be a little partial, but that's my favorite whole thing.
Anybody who owns one of these, this one's better than those. I don't care.
Just by the fact that it's a July 9. Sorry, guys.
It's super, super cool project. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this Mandolin Monday. We'll be back tomorrow for Takeover Tuesday. That's you, Jeremy. That's you.
I'll get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, you can talk about this and whatever else you want to talk about. You can talk about other mandolins. The new blacktop bourgeois are great. Yeah, lots of cool stuff.
We can discuss this in a production meeting, John. We don't have to do that on live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for Takeover Tuesday, and then after that, we're going to do our shop talk on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
And something on Thursday, new guitar Thursday.
Yep.
And then Friday's the ball game. So
a week from Friday,
not this Friday. Yeah. Don't show up this Friday. You can watch the game 2 Fridays in a row, but we won't be there.
By the way, I believe that the Springfield Cardinals are doing better than the St. Louis Cardinals. Sorry, Birds fans. All right, see you guys later. Adios. Bye-bye.